Hi, okay, that's fine. Just not over that, just in case you can get through, guys. I'll see what I can do if you like me, actually, so let's make off. Let's go straight in. Hello, handsome. What's this up here I've got for you? Oh, you're so clever. You're so clever. Yes, you are. What have I got for you, pet? What have I... Hello. Hi, Siggy. Hi, Siggy. You're so clever. So I haven't seen Ziggy in near enough 2 years now, and this was the first meeting from then. So as you can see, I think he remembers me. I think that's obvious. He's very happy to come and interact, which is absolutely wonderful. Hello, my handsome boy. Hello, my handsome boy. He has got mats. I can feel them underneath the stomach. So carers have been trying to manage at home. Unfortunately, a wee bit of background on Ziggy is that he has got a bite history with prior groomers, and he does struggle with any form of physical contact. In the past, they have had to resort to sedation, full sedation, sometimes general anaesthetic, I believe, to clip him off entirely and start again. Now, before obviously, look, from the last time I saw him, so 2 years ago, we had got into a kind of routine where, well, initially what I've been doing is I've been having him in for hours, so like not as in more than hours, but 1 hour at a time, and he just seemed to get over threshold really quickly, and we never really made much progress within an hour. And what we decided to do is try and see if we could shorten the sessions down to half an hour, and do it on a weekly basis rather than an hour on a kind of 3 to 4 weekly basis, and that seemed to be just what he needed in order to make some progression. So for the last kind of year before obviously I stopped seeing him, we were in a routine where we were seeing each other on a weekly basis, half an hour sessions, and I was managing to keep on top of any mats and any kind of issues that he was having. Now, Carer knows me well, so he's gave me a selection of different high value treats. Now, we would start with the kind of least high value treat when we're doing things that I would find he tolerates better. For example, anything around the body and whatever, he seems to tolerate that better. Now, you would use the higher value treats for things that he's feeling particularly sensitive about, and that would be under the belly, paws, maybe face as well, as again high value, high stress areas where you'd be using your high value treats. So that's a little bit of background on him, but as you can see, worked really hard with him, had him with me for maybe 3 or 4 years, and it really did take me a good year to build a kind of attachment in terms of trust, before he would allow me to actually touch him, and also for him to come and actually sit and want to be interacted with. So it did take us quite a while to get there, but I'm very happy to see that he doesn't seem to fear the fact that I'm relatively new again in his life, which is fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do, you clever boy, we're going to get this sorted, is we're going to try and attempt to help him. Now, this was initially going to be a meet and treat to try and get to know him again, to look at his body, to look at his general kind of demeanour, how he's behaving, any kind of signs that are new that I'm not familiar with, and fill out the health care assessments. I'm going to be doing that, reviewing them carefully as I'm working. I think I'm going to try and attempt to remove these mats because obviously we don't want them suffering in any way. So if you will let me do that, then that's what I'm going to do today, even though it's meant to be meet and treat. And this is what I'm talking about versatility and adaptability as well, is never just expect that something's going to go the way that you intend it to, and always be open-minded to the fact that you might be able to do more than intended, or you might have to do less than intended, and that's the whole purpose of the holistic grooming protocol. Everything's very low energy, low stress. As you can see, he's free roaming, he's out and in if he wants to be. There's comfort things in place. For example, you've got your yoga mats, you've got your licky mats, you've got things like that in place to help distract him as well for when he is starting to do more high value things. And as you can see, they've also brought a licky mat, which is fantastic. It means then that they can use their own. If he's used to that, then that's fine. Now what I would be doing with that is that's sticky, so you could actually stick that onto the thing, but I'm not going to do it because they probably lick it, and I'll probably just keep that for them. But they've got peanut butter there, which is dog friendly, I believe. Yep. He's got cheese, which is high value, and he's got his relative kind of low value treats, which is like kind of like kiddly type stuff, so that's absolutely fine. So what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start with just getting him used to me being that person to give him amazing good things all over again. And I'm going to do that when I'm introducing the clipper. Now I'm going to go and get my clipper first of all, and then we're going to see if we can get these mats underneath the belly, and I'm going to use the high value treats for that as well, just because I feel like he really needs to get them out. Okay, I'll be using scissors as well on his face because he cannot see, as you can, I don't know if you can see from where you are. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, so I'm going to try and cut away his hair around his face as well. Now I'm going to use bull caps just because I'm not sure how he's going to react. I don't want him to jerk quickly and then I'm going to stab him in the eye, so these are going to be a wee bit more safe while we're working at this kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be working with my two hands as well, so this is more of a distraction. These ones are so much quieter. I'm going around the winkle, that's why I don't want to use a big clipper. I'm going to move them around. Good boy. I'm very careful not to get his stem. As you can see, it's quite bad in their babies, isn't it? That one, the belly. He's anticipating my fingers moving up with his face. Good boy. Okay. Oh, please. Over here. It's a bit of a dance, as you can see. I'm running out of cheese, which I really don't want to do. So I'm gonna good boy. I want to really good boy. Distract him enough to get into this leg. Okay, good boy. It's not like that. I'm just going to wipe this off. The good thing about these sorts of mats is they are so easy to clean. Now with Ziggy I can't put my 2 hands on him because he doesn't like that, so I'm trying to work around him as much as I can, and this is why I love these clippers. When we break. His real leg's shaking, as you can see, it's because it's probably sore. It's quite deep matting in there. And we're trying to do it without cutting into the skin. Boy! Oh, baby. Okay, so here we go. This is the big clump that I've just out of his leg there. This is the big clump under his stomach. And I'm doing it literally in bits, alright? So that's that. We're running out of cheese, but it's fine. We've still got the peanut butter. I'm going to actually put the peanut butter down on the floor to give him some time out. Come down. Come down. I'm going to encourage him down. We've still got the face to do. But I'm not going to worry too much about that, okay? So I'll just let him have a wee breather, let him have a wee sniff around, and I'm going to actually go into the house and get more cheddar cheese for him, or chicken actually. I'm going to ask. Always ask first. So I'm going to actually text the caterer. They're actually sitting in the car. Another thing with Ziggy is that usually I'll have caterer in, but I can't have carers in with Ziggy because he's more reactive with them there. So it's one of the kind of 1 in a million instances where, well, the dog genuinely just doesn't get on with the carers present, and it's probably to do with the energy, because they get really stressed and worried that he's going to bite. That transfers onto him and it makes the energy quite negative, and I feel like that's probably contributing a lot to it. But Ziggy has never bit me. He has snapped once at me, and that was my fault for actually getting a wee bit too cocky with the clippers and not paying enough attention to what he was sending me out, so what he was communicating. So I took him too far past his threshold, which was absolutely my fault. But other than that, he's never bitten me, which is amazing. So it shows you that it's not to do with the dog being aggressive, it's to do with not reading how the dog's communicating and giving the dog time and what he needs in order to thrive, okay? So if you just bear with me, I'm going to ask his dog parent if it's okay if I can give him some chicken. Okay, so asking dog parents what's acceptable to feed a dog is crucial, because I would have fed chicken pieces, but Ziggy, as it turns out, has a sensitivity to chicken, alright? So that's really important information. So we're sticking with cheese. Alright, let me go. Right, so now we're going to try and get all of the mats that's here with this cheese. Okay. He loves cheese. No. It's milder cheese. I think his is more strong cheese, but it's cheese. Okay, what we're going to do as well is I'm going to, just because it's here, right, I'm trying to get like longer bits of cheese just to try and clear away his face. I'm not looking at perfection here, I'm just trying to take away as much of the bulk. To try and let me see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy. have to just be sure you're not catching anything that you shouldn't be catching. He's Tom. What was he? Oh no, baby, good boy. Oh, careful. Good boy. I'm going to spray him with Lucillin after this. It's just going to help with any irritation. Yeah. And any kind of, anything that's maybe under the surface. Hello, babes. Boy. Hi, baby. And that's fine. If he doesn't want to go back down, that's fine. So what I would do then, if that's him saying basically he's had enough, he's not taking these treats, he kind of needs a higher value treat and he's not got any left, so I would ask them to come back in a week's time, or maybe even a couple of days' time actually, depending on how he feels, just to, good boy, you're so good, yes, you're just a clever boy, yes you are, you're just so clever. You sure? Just so that we can get rid of the rest of the mats, but that for now is enough. We're not pushing him over the threshold, we're not doing anything that he doesn't want to do. We're giving him agency, we're giving him choice, and we're giving him opportunity as well to evaluate how he's feeling and see whether or not he wants to keep going or not. And if he does, then he does. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. And then see, if it's a wee bit sore. And we'll pay. Yes. Yeah. Good boy. I'm just going to fill off like 2 tiny bits to make it count. It's very hard, especially when you're working with an intricate area like this bit, to make it count. Over. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I think he's telling me that he's by. So, yeah. I eat that. No, he's fine. As you can see, he's clearly telling me he's fine. So that is it. That is the first session. So that was 30 minutes. And as we can see, actually, which is very interesting, we've just passed the 30 minutes, and that's him getting anxious and that's him getting restless, and we don't want that. We want to end it when he's still relatively okay. So So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell the dog carer to come and collect, and I think what we'll do is we'll schedule him in for maybe Monday. So this is what day? This is Wednesday. Okay. Yes, you're so clever.